And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Saints take over first down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
And he's got room. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 35-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At the Saints' 34-yard line.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 2nd down, this is Harris. Room here to run. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are pouring it on. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Throwing on first down. Gore. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
He's going to keep this again. And maybe shades of the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again.
Back at the 31-yard line.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Gore. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
He'll let it fly for Austin. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over first down 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, Hobbs. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On first down, Gore. And now here's another interception. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
They've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Brings up second and 8.
This will be caught inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's a 2nd and 7. This is caught. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Mark Andrews, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Fielded right around the 8. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Saints take over first down 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Looking to throw. Gore. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
17 yards. And the Saints first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Gore. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Looking to throw on second down. Gore. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Let's go now. Panther 11, Panther 11. Set. Let's go.
They're going to try and throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Okay, ready?
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they say to us. No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggression.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Partner, give that coordinator a raise because he's been pedal to the metal all game, sending rushers from all angles at the quarterback. And there, within range of a safety, he really made the right call, and it got him to the ground and picked up 2 points.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll let it fly for Austin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Saints are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He completes it to Olave. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Dragon 60. 79 Broncos. Mustang 19.
Operating from the gun. Gore. And his throw here's incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one snap closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 18 Rattlers. 18 Rattlers.
Throwing again. Gore. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Saints on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Operating from the gun. Gore. And that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And that will force a turnover on downs. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
He's going to try and go deep again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you can always get the backups some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
60 Maverick. 60. Hurt. 18 Pioneer.
Throwing to start the drive. Gore. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Buffalo 18.
To throw on 2nd down. Gore. And my goodness, another interception. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
144 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
At the 33-yard line.
They run the counter. Hobbs.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Brought down at the 35-yard line.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Saints. A big play there. 65 yards.
And the Saints get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
They'll look to throw. It's complete. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games. And I notice you cradling the football. You got it tucked
As
pretty
we
tight
speak.
with the points of pressure here. And that didn't occur on that play, did it?
Now, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was
You
down
would
there?
not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps. They go play action here on first down. Out to his left. Completes it to Austin.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now. Here's first and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Okay, break. Come 19. Come 19.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Down right at the line of scrimmage.
Look at 19.
On the play brings up second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Panther 11. Panther 11.
Back to throw now on second and 10. And now here is another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And a decisive advantage became even more decisive. They already had the win in hand, but they keep pressing the tempo, and they pile on with another touchdown reception.
Would you consider that touchdown a reward to all the tight ends on their roster for their effort today? Not just running their routes, but all the time they spent in the trenches, laying down blocks, doing the little things to help that offense succeed. And for doing all of that, they definitely want one of their tight ends to get a touchdown to really seal this blowout.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things.
There he goes, right side. The 40, 20, 10, and somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for two. They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
And he'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concept.
And this is caught inside the 5. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Off-play action.
Gore. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Ready.
Back to throw.
Gore. Got an open man. It's Olave.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the Saints, first down. First and 10.
Back to throw again. They'll let this go for the end zone.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Game like this, they are not letting up.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.